Yeah, yeah. My thoughts on rappers sharing their location in real time is very dangerous. I feel like your friends, the people around you, you gotta be aware that, this is a public figure. And everybody's not a public figure. Everybody don't have the finances this public figure may have. They don't have the resources or the access to certain things. And they wanna, they want that. They want to be able to have that access. They want those products. They want that chain and that Rolex that you're wearing. So I think it's important that, it's okay to let people see where you at, but you don't have to do it while you actually there. Wait till you leave and post it. Or sometimes I don't even post when I'm in a city till I'm out of the city. I just get content on my phone and film it, and then once I'm gone, I'll post it or something like that. Same thing with my friends. I was actually just looking at a video I did the other day where our Sprinter van was in the back of a window, right? Like I was filming a video for this restaurant and was telling people come check out the restaurant, and our van was in the back of the window, and I didn't even peep it till later, but we was already gone by the time I posted it. But it had me thinking like, damn, people might know this the type of van they in now. So that was something I'm very cautious about now, is just trying to secure my location, and then once I'm gone, I could share it. So me personally, I don't share my location on social media because I've had a situation where I've been shot at before from showing my location too much. My car got shot up 21 times. I believe I was never hit. And that actually came from sharing my location with a female. This happened very young, when I was very young. And that just made me, from the jump, just be kind of frightened about letting people know where I am. Sometimes I lie to people about where I'm at. People hit me and be like, where you at? I'll be like, oh, I'm in New York, or I'm in Chicago, or whatever. So for me, it's I take it very serious. I take it real serious. I don't never really try to share my location too much or let people know where I'm at, just because you never know what somebody want to do to you or what could happen or who's around. So I've experienced it, but I'm also somebody that's not, I don't have a lot of ops, right, or a lot of enemies. I'm somebody that spreads a lot of love, but that don't mean anything can happen at any given time. So I still stay aware of it, although I'm a giving person and a loving person. You still got to be aware of it because there's people out there that ain't thinking like you. I've definitely had conversations with my team about sharing our location and letting people know where we are. But the good thing about my team is and family is a lot of us come from those environments. So I'm the protector child. I'm like the one everybody protected to stay in basketball, stay doing music. They didn't want me involved in certain things, but I would always find a way to get into little shit and find ways to get in trouble. But I never went too far into it because I was protected from it. But by them coming from those environments and having those experiences, they naturally knew, like, we don't share locations. Like, a lot of my people don't even post on Instagram. They just got Instagram to keep themselves updated and to know what's going on. But they don't really post a lot. As I've been gaining, a lot of new followers, my mom is starting to get a following. So she's been like posting. So I'll be having to tell her, like the other night she was in the club and they played one of my songs. And I was like, "Ma, take this down till you leave." You know what I mean? Like I had to tell her, like, take this down till you leave. She was like, "Why?" I was like, "People gonna know where you at." And she was like, "Oh, okay, I wasn't even thinking about it." So we definitely had that conversation because our safety is very important. I got a little boy to make it back home to. My dog got daughters, my dog got nieces and nephews and sisters and brothers. He got to make it home too. So as a rapper, I got a responsibility to not put them in a dangerous environment. Last night we was actually getting ready to go somewhere, and one of the homies was like, we need some straps. And I was just like, shit, if we need a strap, we shouldn't go. So we didn't go. We stayed where we was supposed to be at. We had a good night. We kicked it and talked and woke up this morning and got back to work. I'm never numb to somebody dying. I think I'm numb to it making social media now, right? So the fact of like when you see somebody die on social media, it's like, damn, why would y'all post this? But this person still died. They lost their life. So I'd be more so like praying for the family, or, wondering what that's like for the kid. How do you move forward? If this was to happen to me, What's something I could do now to protect my child if I'm gone? I think about those things, but I've become numb to seeing it on social media because it's basically happening every day, and it's just not in the rap space. It's people in the streets dying. It's people who die in factories at work, right? It's people in the gym who pass. It's people who have heart attacks. It's just they're not public figures, so it's not heightened as much. It's not gonna get posted on Baller Alert or Academics or Shade Room or something as much as when a rapper passes. So I think the it making social media is numb to me, but the actual person dying, it never becomes numb because you'll never want to see nobody lose their life just for pointless reasons. What's my thoughts on rappers getting more publicity when they pass? Um, I got a different outlook on it because it's a lot of rappers that pass and their streams don't go up. I think people who was actually somebody. So I don't necessarily agree with that term of you're nobody till somebody kills you, because you had to become somebody for people to even care about you dying. So I know a rapper where I'm from who passed, like his streams ain't going up and they not playing him on radio because he don't got 1 million followers or a bunch of people didn't know him. But somebody like P&B had hit records. Somebody like Pop Smoke had hit records. Somebody like Nipsey Hussle had hit records. So we talking about people who were actually somebody. It's just unfortunate that they don't get the support when they pass, that the support when they were alive that they do when they pass. And I think, and I'm not pointing a finger or blaming nobody, but media has a job to do, right? If there's a conversation going on, their job is to enhance that conversation. So they're going to play music. They're going to celebrate you. They're going to do things. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think it comes across more of a celebration for media sometimes, but when I see certain people take advantage of people's deaths, right? Where you'll see a rapper die and then you'll see all these podcasts just start throwing up short clips. You know what I mean? Instead of just posting the interview that they want to have, they want to re-upload the clip so it's fresh in the algorithm and all this to take advantage of it. Then they monetizing it and making money off this, and nothing's going to the funeral, nothing's going to the kids, nothing's going to the family. I think that's some sucker shit. But as far as media playing your music or people going to listen to your albums, you was somebody. So people want to go back and remember those songs and remember those things you said. So I think it's two ways of looking at it. I think it's two ways of looking at it, and in some ways it's a celebration, and for some ways it's a monetary gain. And I think if you're trying to capitalize financially on somebody's death, that's some bullshit. But if you genuinely are celebrating this person, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Symba, and you checking out 24/7 HH.